This bit sounds a little bit weird. They'd have to drop the trousers.
You get out stiff shaft. Are you ready for your Dear Rick?
Let's do it.
So Dear Rick is brought to us and to you, the listener, by certainly my best friend and probably your third best friend.
I'll be honest, I don't have best friends. Like, my problem is I fall out with people too quickly.
Yeah.
So I won't put them in best friend category because that's who I mainly fall out with.
Okay.
So I might put them in like...
sound acquaintance.
Yeah. Like, if we meet up in the pub in a couple of weeks, I'll be sound with them. And if I meet up in the pub with them in 3 years, it'll just be the exact same level of soundness.
They're not getting that special treatment, but then they're never going to fall off either.
We'll always just quick fist pump. Usual motor caddy.
Like
yeah,
a Rob Potter?
Like a Rob Potter.
A nice solid Rob Potter. So motor caddy, sponsor this podcast. This is the 9th week. They wanted to get some really good brand exposure and align to the best podcast in the world. And they're walking away being told the Rob Potter of the golf world. So hopefully they take it as a compliment. I think they should do, Rob, if you're listening. If we'd all be a bit more like Rob, the world would be a nice place. I don't know where I'm going with this now. Anyway, right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
So, Dear Rick, I play golf about once a week with a couple of close friends.
Okay.
I play off about 10 and my mates play off around 28. We typically play Stableford and play for a tenner. The loser pays a tenner to the winner and second place keeps their money. So there's 3 of them. Yep. If you win, you get a tenner off the guy that finishes last.
Nice.
Middle's I'd quite like that format because if one's steaming away, he's going to win. So it's the second and third place battling out. If second and first are close, it's kind of a good dynamic.
Yeah,
I might try that
really
in the future. If you win 2 games in a row, then your handicap gets cut by 2. And if you lose 2 games in a row, then your handicap goes up by 2. So it's all in good fun and good spirits to keep it even.
Nice.
I'm really invested in this. We should have a go at this one time. That being said, one of my mates always cheats.
Oh my goodness.
He doesn't always count his air shots in the correct, and also the correct amount out of a bunker. So let's say it's 4 at the bunker, it suddenly become 3, etc. He doesn't take drops from the correct areas when going to hazard, and he moves the ball to a better lie when he shouldn't. So essentially, he's cheating.
Wow.
Given it's good fun, and it's only for small amounts, how do I call out my fellow golfers who don't play by the rules? So, this isn't as simple as clear cut as someone cheating in a comp.
I just feel like this is an education piece.
Okay.
I just feel like it might take a few times and you might have to do it quite tactfully and you might just need to, address it in the right manner.
I can feel a role play coming on here. So
no, I think it's just a very tactical way of doing it. Just education. So for example, if let's say on the first hole, they have a fresh air shot, they take 2 extra in the bunker and he walks off and says, I took 5 when you actually know they took 7 or 8 or whatever it may be. I think it's that point you go, just a quick one, John. Can I just recount that score because there was the shot that you missed, and I don't know if you know, but that's actually counted as an actual shot, so that would be 2. And then when you went in the bunker, I was watching, I was counting. I don't think you got it out first time. I think that was maybe 1. You hit the bank and it rolled back down and went in your footprint. Do you remember you whinged and moaned? Then you tried to take it again and it hit the lip and just missed you, because if it had actually hit you, that would have also been a penalty, believe it or not. And then you chipped it out, and then you 3-putted. So if we count that up together, you count that up with me, John. So that's 1 to the fairway. You missed that one, so that's 2. Remember that. You've got to count that air shot. You then put it in the bunker. You hit it against the lips. That's 4, 5, 6, 7 out the bunker. You 2-putted, let's say. Oh, you actually scored 9. So don't worry. We'll put a 9 down. Just remember those little things, but also a little tip out the bunker next time. Just open that face up and just get that wedge under the ball a bit more.
Christ, used to be fun, you did.
It's just, listen, I like cheating with the best of them. But when we're frigging playing for money, you play by the rules. I think that's, hopefully, it's done in more naivety than on purpose. If it's done on purpose, then obviously that's a different topic. But I still think you can address it the same way. I would try and educate as opposed to come out straight fighting with the fists.
Okay. That went quite serious and quite well. Fair enough.
Any advice from you?
It is a tough one because I've had some friends that play golf that weren't necessarily cheating, but if might not do things the right way. So, like, there's the rule now, if you go out of bounds, you can drop it near the out of bounds. But they used to do that before it was a rule.
Yeah. But that's only if it's a local rule as well.
Well, yeah.
That's not
true.
even if that's not. I think as long as, in my opinion, if it's, I would say there's two ways. There's cheating, like actual cheating, where on purpose you're moving your golf ball, or you purposely writing the wrong score down, or whatever it may be. Like when we played that bloody charity golf day last year.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's cheating. Genuinely cheating. Cheating the system, cheating the scores, everything. But I think when it's done in the way that's been described there, I feel like that doesn't sound as cheat. Like that just sounds like he wasn't aware that this shot was or they've just let each other off now and again. But maybe they need to go. I'll tell you what. We'll all play exactly by the rules moving forward.
Little scenario for you then. In 15 years' time, you've retired from YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And you own a golf course.
Yeah. A golf course.
You own it. You're the boss.
Nice.
And it's
like
called
Rick Shiels Towers.
Rick Shiels.
Rick Shiels Manor.
The clubhouse. I don't know. It's called whatever it's called. You're the boss, right? At this point, you're in your 50s.
Trying to think of a golf course name. Yeah.
So I'm seeing 50 over. This is Rick Shiels 50 years, right?
Okay. In 50 years.
In 50 years' time.
Oh God, I'll be quite old then.
Your hair will be looking good.
I'd have had my transplant.
You'll have had a transplant. You maybe like a nice beer belly from all the red wine you're drinking.
Yeah.
You've got an Aston Martin.
Ooh.
You wear Hugo Boss jeans.
Obviously.
And always like a polo, really big fancy watch.
Yeah.
Your teeth are even better than they are now. Like like unnecessarily white.
Okay.
What else can we have?
Still married to the first wife?
You're on the third by now.
Okay, yeah, well, listen.
Obviously. You've just had another kid as well. So you're like 55 with a brand newborn.
Okay, I like it.
Your wife's 20.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You're like...
It's a good job my wife doesn't listen to this podcast.
Really tanned, outrageously tanned as well. The same colour as these wooden things behind us.
I sound a bit like that Lineker fella.
Yes, Wayne Lineker. That's exactly what I'm thinking about, yeah. Still on like all the social media apps like TikTok or whatever there is there, and a bit of a pest, etc.
Okay.
I feel like you'd like to be this man.
I know, yeah. Where's the downside
negative?
at the moment?
But you're basically the owner of the golf club.
Okay.
And, you go most days, you're always on a Saturday, propping up the bar, giving out ales to people that you like, etc.
Nice.
Motorcade at the bar, they get free drinks, obviously.
Obviously.
And because it's your golf club, it's your rules. So it's this particular day. It's a nice sunny June day, and there's a big comp on, and you find out that the guy that's won has actually cheated.
Okay.
So it's your rules. What are you going to do to him? How are you going to punish said
Cheated.
He's proper cheated, yeah. People have been thinking about for a while. He shot a gross 82 off 15 and won by a couple of shots. But there's been evidence. Not only people know about it, they've actually filmed him on the golf course, moving his ball in the bunker, dropping one out of his pocket. Actually on film as well, so it's definitely him. Your club, your rules.
This is dead easy. He goes to the punishment wall.
Ah, okay. Talk to me.
So this is how it works.
Right.
So once said cheat has been, guilty of cheating, we've got evidence, hardcore evidence. It goes to the board, which actually is only me.
Yeah.
So I just make the rules. Yeah, he cheated. Okay.
Yeah.
He then is called upon to attend the punishment wall. He doesn't. It's mandatory as well. He has to come. And at the punishment wall, Saturday afternoon, everyone's had a few beers. Because what's really good about the Rick Shiels golf course is nobody drives there. Everyone gets picked up by Ubers and all get dropped off after. So you can drink as much as you want.
Teslas as well.
Teslas, only Tesla Ubers.
Yeah.
So you get picked up, you get dropped off. Everyone can drink. Beer's dirt cheap. I'm not in it for making a profit.
You made your millions,
billions. This is now just a little playground for the wannabes.
Yeah.
The Wayne Lineker wannabes, right?
Is your wife called Courtney, by the way?
She might be. She might be. So, in the punishment wall, there's a couple of shackles.
Sounds a little bit 50 Shades of Grey this. I'm not sure we're going to go with this.
Two on the hands,
yeah.
2 on the feet, and they've got to turn backwards.
Okay.
I mean, this bit sounds a little bit weird. They'd have to drop the trousers.
You get always stiff shaft. Okay.
No, so the bare bottom is visible. Okay.
Yeah.
And what takes place then is what we call the punishment. What can we call it? The punishment punch.
Okay.
Okay. There's a golden 2-iron set aside for the punishment wall.
What loft?
Okay. Like 18.
Nice.
Okay. A little bit short shafted because you don't need, you want the loft, but you don't need the distance or the power.
Okay.
We get a text from the production team here. What they're saying.
Oh,
Sounds like. When we did a stupid game in St Andrews where we tried to rhyme people's surnames, and Matt's just put, this sounds like a Rick Ordeals, like Rick Shiels. 2 iron loft, 17 degrees we're going to go with, but a 7 iron length, okay? Because you want the lowness, you want the power, but you want the accuracy.
Want a strike.
Then we have some not proper golf balls. Like, this is where I draw the line.
Okay.
Like, I don't want anyone to die.
Yeah, okay.
I just want them to be punished, okay? So you know those like squishy balls that are like almost a bit more like a squash ball texture. So like a squishy one. And you tee it up, and everybody, every single member who wants to attend, with all a few beers, so everyone's been joking and laughing. I mean, Big Frank on the wall isn't particularly happy because he's just about to get the punishment 2 iron in the buttocks. Everyone then has an opportunity to pound the 2 iron squash ball straight at the back of Big Frank. Yeah.
And everyone's going, cheater, 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 cheater. And then you get the last shot. You get the final shot, don't you?
And hopefully he gets a few balls in the bum. He then I'm going to do one of 2 things, okay? If he's taking it like a man, if he's owned up to it, and turns around, pulls his pants up and goes, all right, fellas, you got me.
I'm just tuning in at this point here now.
You got me, fellas. I cheated. I shouldn't have done it. I'm really sorry. I won't do it again, okay? I will allow them to be a member of the golf club if they pay double fees next year.
And they also have to have head covers on their irons that say #cheater.
For 1 year.
Yeah.
If, at this point, Big Frank still denies it, cries, hits the floor, pleads, this is not fair. Yeah. Right? I'm going to sue you. Ooh. All this jazz. Then he'll be escorted out of the premises, reported as a cheater to the national governing bodies. Yeah. And also, what we didn't talk about, I actually own all the golf courses in the surrounding area as well. Just little play pens that I have. He doesn't get to play at any single golf course in the area either.
Perfect. So if you've got a Dear Rick for next week, email us, podcast@rickshiels.com, and it's the last one next week.
For a chance to win a motor caddy, and second place is a bag.
Exactly. So next week.
No cheating. I don't know how they would cheat, but no cheating to try and win the prizes.
No cheating. Yeah, next week is the last one in the series of the motor caddy sponsored ones. So it's the episode we're going to give the last Dear Rick. We're going to do that live, obviously. And then at the end of it, we're going to pick out 2 names from the hat.
I just want to clear up, all this was fictional too.
You've got a very strange and vivid imagination with chains and balls and stuff like that. But anyway,